Hi there, Ron LeGrand here. What you're about to watch is a video on deal structuring, which simply means students sent us deals at our Quick Start School and sometimes at our summits. We took the lead and one of our mentors called it, and we got a orally negotiated deal on the telephone. And now I take that deal and I talk about it with the student, and we discuss what we should get down for a non-refundable deposit, what kind of rent we should get, what kind of spread there is, and how much money we're going to make on that deal. You're going to get excited when you see the kind of money we can make on one house, stimulated from one phone call, and how easy it is for you to turn these beautiful homes and beautiful neighborhoods into cash now, cash monthly, and cash later. Take a watch. You'll be excited when it's over.
All right, so Kevin, this thing is in Indianapolis,
Yes,
and Barbara made the call for you.
Yes.
yes, she did.
All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And the asking price is
Might be why, huh?
$460,000.
Okay.
Down from $475, if I can read it. Correct?
Yes.
Hey.
All
Hi,
right.
Kevin.
How you doing, Barbara?
And
Good.
there is a was a first mortgage and a second mortgage
Yes.
totaling, I can't read it.
Okay,
But
there's
the payment is is that $2,380?
it's 2,300. So the
Okay.
first
So who
mortgage
wrote
is,
this? You?
I did. The first mortgage is 353 and the second mortgage is 40,000. Payment's 2,300, and the Zillow's estimate for rent is 3537. Cash flow, cash flow.
But I don't see any comps.
Yes, we have comps.
Well, where are they?
They're right here. It says
Okay.
it appraised for 480. We looked at PropStream. We got the comps there, 480 plus. That's a low comp.
You looked at what?
That's a low
We
cost.
looked at PropStream.
What's that?
PropStream is a tool for.
We use Dreams.
I know you do, but
I'm working on that tomorrow,
So
okay, Ron?
Huh?
I'm getting that tomorrow, okay?
All right.
you
get
check
your-
some
get-
other sites too.
Get your act together, Kevin. Get your act
I'm
together
working.
here. Go with the flow. Okay.
I'm working.
But they're still asking 460 and it's only worth 480.
Yeah, well, he's flexible.
I hope so, because that's not
Yes,
much equity.
absolutely. We're going to talk him down when we get to the house.
All right. So it's in good condition,
It's in great condition. It's beautiful.
but it's a townhouse.
It is a townhouse.
It's got $375 a month dues
Yep.
and needs no work, and it's occupied. Okay. All right. So what's the terms?
So the terms are, you ready, guys? 0 down,
Uh-huh.
$2,300 a month,
Uh-huh.
5-year term, owner financing.
Okay.
And one of the things is that he said he wanted to move February 21st. I said, no problem. We can go ahead and close and make this convenient for you. And that was a big draw to him.
What'd he
So
say?
He
Is that
said,
okay?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Well, let me think. Kevin, you want this?
Yes,
All right. You okay with
yes.
the down
Did
payment?
you hear me? I said yes.
All right. I heard you loud and clear. Okay.
Okay.
Now, all right, so taking a look at this sheet right here, what issues do we need to work on?
Excuse me.
This one, big time.
Oh, yeah, the price.
We need to
Yes,
get,
we need to-
we,
Yes.
we need to get a
So,
bigger spread. Let's bigger spread.
We're going to get a bigger spread. So we're talking, and the guy says, so, suppose we did it for, say, 460 or so. And I'm thinking, all right, well, he named 460. We're going down from there.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, so do you have an appointment?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, so then you keep the appointment. Now, make sure she's on the phone. You are his mentor?
No, he has a mentor.
Who?
And it's Scott.
Scott? Okay, well, you better make sure Scott's on the phone now and gets this sheet and understand what's going on.
I
Already
sent that,
communicated with
I
him.
sent all that to him today, Ron.
Okay, when's your appointment?
3rd of
The
December.
appointment's December 3rd.
Okay, good.
He said he wanted to talk to other people, and I says, well, we want to be last because we're going to finalize
Yes.
this with you. And,
Yeah.
we want to be after you've talked to other people because
Yeah.
we're ready to make this work.
He won't be talking to anybody but people who got to go it alone and buy it.
Well, exactly,
Okay,
but I
okay.
want to make sure we were last so that
I hear you.
we're ready to finalize
I
it.
hear you. Okay, so let me see. Down payment's good, payment's good. 5 years is okay, but I try to get longer, so you only got two things to work on, price and
Right.
term here. Okay?
Right.
So let Barbara do that for you when you get to the house. How you gonna get him down on price?
Well, Scott's going to be the one that's going to talk to him. He's
Oh, that's
got him in
right.
her.
Sorry, Scott's gonna be doing it. Okay, I know he's gonna get him down on price.
Yeah, we're just going to,
Okay, you wanna hear me get him down on price?
Absolutely.
All right, Kevin, you're the buyer and I'm the seller. I'm sorry, I'm the buyer, you're the seller. All right?
Yeah.
So I'm at the house and I'm here, I'm saying, look, Kevin, we are very, very close here. Well, listen, I can get this thing closed next week if you like, and I'm okay with your February move-out date. Plus, I don't care if you leave furniture in it, whatever, when you leave, it's all right with me, and of course, you're not gonna be paying any real estate commission. So, I just got a couple things I need to discuss, and hopefully we can get this thing finalized. Number one, you're asking top retail price for the house, Kevin, and I'm sure you're aware of that, right?
Absolutely. It's worth it.
Okay. Okay, well, you've got to give me a reason why I'd want to do all of this. So what is the least you could take for the house, man?
Well, I'm pretty firm on that price because looking around, the rest of the townhouses are,
Uh-huh.
quite a bit higher. But I do want to
So are
move.
you telling me if I don't pay you $460, you won't sell me the property?
Not saying that, Ron. I'm just
Okay.
saying I want you to
Well, then-
pay me $460.
I know, yeah, and I'd rather pay you $260. So one of us not going to get what we want, are we?
That's true, exactly.
So
Preferably,
come on, Kevin, work with me here. Kevin, we're this close, man, we're this close. So
Right.
cut me some slack here and give me, I gotta have some kind of a discount so I can make a little money on this thing. I'm actually making less than a realtor would make, Kevin.
that's
And I'm the one
true.
buying it and taking all the risk and making your payment and taking on responsibility of the unit and all that. So, you come down, give me a break. What's the least you could take?
450.
Well, you're going in the right direction,
I was afraid of that.
but, we need to go a little bit, lower than that. Listen, if you'll take 440, we got a deal.
450.
and you can stay in the house.
And you can stay in the house till you're ready to move. as long
That's
as you make-
right.
Till-
as long as you make
until
payments
February?
there.
Till February?
Sure.
Sure. I'll just write that in the agreement. You get out by the end of February.
Or March if you need to.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't tell them
Okay.
that. Okay. So, you won't get that out of somebody else buying it, will you? They're gonna wanna move in right away.
Yep, absolutely,
flexible.
especially down
All
here.
right. Okay, I just got one more thing I wanna discuss with you, and that is, man, some people give me up to a 30-year term, and you said you wanted a 5. I haven't done one in less than 10 years since I can remember.
So we'll split the
10
difference,
years
go
worth of-
750, 77 and a half, 7 years.
How about we split it and go 9.5?
We'll go 8. Let's go 8.
Oh, now we're at 8. Okay, you're a shrewd negotiator, man. I tell you what
Hey,
I
I'm
do. You
Mark.
got a coin in your pocket there? You got a
I
coin?
do.
All right, here's what
Hey.
I'll do.
Flip it.
I got
call it.
the coin and we're
You call
going
it.
heads.
All right, wait a minute. You call it. If you win, it's 8. If I win, it's 9.5.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And you're
I
flipping,
got
right?
you.
Can I trust you?
I got-
Can I trust you?
No.
Let's do it.
Go,
I want to see who won.
go ahead and flip it and be honest with me now. All right. You don't have to do it, Kevin. We're just playing here.
Yeah, I wanted to see
Okay.
who won.
By the way, I lose every damn time on the flip, but I don't care. What's the
Right,
difference between
exactly.
8 and 9.5? All right.
Exactly.
1
It's
year.
okay to have fun, though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
All right. So
So
Absolutely.
speaking of having fun, guys, one thing I noted is that this property is just on for rent on Zillow. It's not even for sale. And one of the things that he liked is, well, you're going to be renting this. You don't really want to deal with toilets and tenants, do you? We're going to take over
Right.
all the maintenance.
Actually,
So-
no, you better be careful you don't talk too much.
Well, that was
what?
one of the things
You-
that attracted him when we were negotiating because
No, that's not what I say at all. Look, I'm going to buy it. None of that's your issue
Exactly.
anymore. I'm going to own the property. It's all on me.
Exactly.
All on me. That's as
'cause he
simple as
didn't
that.
exactly. So
I
he
don't
doesn't have to-
ever try to tell anybody what I'm going to do with a house.
Okay.
No,
Right.
but he's renting it. So we told him, I said, you don't really want to deal with toilets and tenants, do you? We're going to take care of everything.
We're going to
So
buy it.
it was
All right.
for rent.
So it's worth $480. So what are you going to put on the market for on a lease purchase? Where's this thing at anyway? Indiana.
Downtown Indianapolis. What am I
How
going to
much?
put on it?
Yeah. What price you going to put on it? Lease option?
529.9.
It's worth 480.
Nah, I think it's worth more than that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, now wait, I'm only going by what you got on here. It's worth 480.
oh, I was gonna say, I got a master's course to pay for. I gotta make some cash here, man.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered.
Hey,
I
I've never
know.
seen him give so many discounts as he did today.
That's a fact.
That is a fact.
All right,
Should I
let's
have
go
them for you
490.
guys?
499.9.
No, that I'll do, 499.9. Okay, I'll do that. By the way, you need to keep it below that 500 mark.
Yeah, right,
Because you
okay.
kill a lot of searches if you don't.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
that makes
that's
sense.
$50,000 down if it's a nickel.
Right,
So they owe you 450 and you owe out, you probably owe him about 440 or somewhere in that ballpark. So it's not in the back end, it's in the front end. And
let's
what do
see
you
how
think you
good
can get
Scott
for rent?
is.
What do you think you can get for rent?
35,
I would,
Okay,
37.
see, there's,
Zillow's estimate's 35, 37.
how accurate do you
From
find
the
Zillow?
HOA.
two-car garage.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I don't even look at the Zillow's estimate because I don't care what it says.
So
All right?
you're thinking
Put this
35?
Out on the market, we let tenant buyers tell us what they will take,
Absolutely,
and they don't know it, but they're bidding against each other.
right.
So you got to be patient enough. You got to be patient enough to let the market speak, and that's why I don't want you to start making payments till about the third month after you buy it, which is what
Gotcha.
we do.
You do have a big HOA. It's well, not big, normal for that, but it's 375 a month.
$375 a month is not big for this price range
Right,
of a house.
exactly. It's normal.
Okay, all right. So anyway, all front end is yours. Look at that, $1,200 a month positive cash flow. And you're gonna get it back in because you're gonna get 10 years on this thing. And I'm just guessing here. Remember, your tenant buyer owes you $450 and that is fixed all the way through. But this puppy
Yeah.
that you owe the seller keeps on going down and down. After 10 years, I bet you this thing's gonna be down to about $300,000
Yeah,
if you get that
Right.
low. And that's
Yeah.
one of your biggest
Okay.
paydays is in that debt pay down. People tend to forget about that.
right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It just gets
All right,
forgotten.
sir. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Let's get on it. Let's get it done.
Okay.
And, all right.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Hey, thanks for the
Good
help,
job,
Barbara. I
Kevin.
appreciate it. I wouldn't have done it without you.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Do we want to go to Andrew next? Okay.
Hello, Ron.
Andrew, how are you today, sir?
I am fantastic, sir. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Did you get a deal on the live calls last night?
We got one we're following up with this afternoon. Daryl, the owner, was turned to likely okay with it, but he had to have his wife present before he would make the deal meeting. So
All right.
an almost. Now
Okay.
this one is by the way, you're going over Gold Club points. I have 4,922, Ron.
Okay. Well, use them, man. Spend some money. Do something. All right. Now, here's the problem with this one. So let's just get this out of the way real quick. This belongs to Brandon.
Yep,
Brandon Porter.
that's me.
Brandon, is that you?
That is me.
All right. I'm reading down here, and obviously this is a problem. This thing went to the foreclosure sale today.
Yeah.
Did it?
So, the seller was actually going to take care of that on his own before we
But did
even
he?
called him. He said he
did he?
was.
But did he? You need to know if he brought the payments current or not.
He said he had
Because if he didn't-
He said he had $130,000 in the bank, and he was not going to let it sell. He was going to have it current prior to today. We spoke
So
to
that
him. What day we speak to him?
Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. So
So
that means that you got to find out that it's still available, because if it went to the sale, he doesn't own it anymore.
correct.
All right. And we are in Kentucky. Louisville, that's where you're
Yes.
at, isn't it now?
Yes, it is.
That's where Andrew is.
Yep.
Okay. Well, if
So-
you guys are in the same city and you get this deal done, then Brandon owes you a big fat steak dinner, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yes. Yes.
In
I
the
will
top
totally
of the
take you
eighth
to dinner.
tower.
Okay.
So
That's a pricey dinner too.
yes, it is. A couple of things, Ron, about this. So a lot of unique things here, a lot of opportunities for folks to learn on this one. There's $31,000 in HOA fees. The guy got accused of sexual assault and was in prison for about 3 years, hence why mortgage got behind. The HOA is trying to force him out of the community, hence why there's $31,000 in HOA fees tacked on.
Now,
And
wait a minute. Are those real HOA fees that they can prove that he owes?
most of it is hype, from what I understand. They just
Hype,
want
what does
him-
that mean?
Well, there's about $10,000 in HOA fees from the time he was gone to prison that are
what's the
legitimate. He claims that there was double charges, that there was fines for stuff that was not true. A lot of crap. Like I said, I think the HOA just wants him gone. And
Is
then
the HOA the one filing foreclosure?
Yes.
no,
Well,
go ahead.
So the first
The-
mortgage.
Well, the $10,000 foreclosure was from the HOA.
All right. So
That's
the
right.
HOA,
One
how
that said
how can that be? You just said it was 30,000.
The judgment was for $10,000. If you look at the notes on the bottom, the judgment that I found on our foreclosure website here in town was for $10,849.
And how old is that? How old is that, Brenda?
That I got that from the foreclosure website 3 weeks ago.
When did the judgment go on the record?
That I don't know.
Well, you see, they're going to be adding attorney's fees and all the crap that they can make up since that happened. So that doesn't necessarily mean that's what he owes. Okay. So where did you get the $30,000 number from?
That's what he said.
The seller
Seller.
stated it was 31,000 and change to take care of the HOA.
All right. And how far was he behind on the first? How many dollars?
93,000.
Oh my God. Okay. Well then, if all of that is paid up, what does this guy owe?
He has an IRS lien for 120 something thousand.
Holy crap. Okay. So, all right. So wait a minute now.
Yeah.
What is the first mortgage amount? Do you know?
450.
That's his first mortgage amount?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how many dollars is it behind?
93.
Okay, so he's down 93,000. Wow. All right. And then he owes HOA 30,000 supposedly. Okay. And now you got a IRS lien for how much?
He says it's 120 something. He supposedly fill Ron in, Brandon, on what he said about his beautiful IRS lien.
He said that the IRS lien would like fall out of I forget exactly what the term he used, but basically most of that debt goes away after a year. I'm not sure
No.
exactly what.
That's not true. Okay. The IRS lien will go away 120 days after foreclosure, which he won't own the house anymore.
Right.
Okay. Now, good news is we can get the IRS to release this lien once you get the deed. And I've done it 22 times. You simply apply for a release of lien and they just remove it from the house. They don't remove it from him because they have no reason, because they're not going to foreclose on this house. There's nowhere near enough equity to make the IRS want this house. But the problem, I bet you guys that he did not bring this loan current and stop this foreclosure. So we might be wasting our breath here if that did not happen. So now, if that did happen, I wonder what the deal's going to look like. We can buy the house, leave the IRS lien on there. That doesn't bother me. We can buy it and leave the HOA lien on there. Okay? But somebody's got to make up this $93,000 here, or we're not buying the house. Because they're just gonna,
He said if we would buy the house for 550, he would bring the 93 current. Isn't that what he said, Brandon?
Yes, that is what he said.
but if he brings the 93 current now, what is his balance? 450 or 450 minus 93?
I understood that included the 93. Is that what you understood,
That is
Brandon?
what I understood as well.
So he was hoping to bring the 93 to the deal, and then later get about 200 back when we cash him out down the line.
So,
Yes.
so you're thinking that that would knock the loan down to about $357,000.
Yes, that's the impression that he gave us.
And then he still owes the 30, and he still owes the 125. Okay, I'm seeing if this adds up. That's 512. Right?
Yep,
Yes.
which probably is where he got his 550 number.
All right. Well, here's the cool thing though. I don't want, if I buy this house, I will buy it and whatever it's worth. What's it worth? What's the R? 750? Really? Okay.
Yep. It is a beautiful house.
We'll give him 550. But we got to make that is if he finances it, because it looks like he wants $100,000 down, doesn't he? Ooh.
That was to bring the 93 current. That has
Okay.
changed. He'll bring
So-
that current.
So you think maybe if we give him 550, he'll sell it with nothing down?
I think he
Yes.
would sell with very little down, if
Okay.
almost
But
nothing.
I want it, but you got to be careful. But I want it structured. I want nowhere in there that says that I got to pay off the IRS lien. Okay? Because when it comes time to sell this thing, I want to get the lien removed from the property. And that puts 125 grand in your pocket, Brandon, instead of the IRS's.
I'm good with that.
Now,
And
but
his,
if you do
and
a
his
wrap,
partner's pocket, Ron, and his partner's pocket.
I see. If you do a wrap, though, see, that's got to be excluded from the wrap. So you probably want to make a deal with him. The IRS lien would be ahead of your wrap, but it is in third position, not in first position. So I'd want to structure this thing. You know what? It's just as easy to do the wrap and make a deal with him that if I get the IRS lien discounted or removed, I'm going to split the different profits with you. Now, if you just remove it from the property, he still owes the 125. Period. So you ain't gonna do any many favors. All right. But if you can get it discounted, and you might, then actually, if you can get it discounted, I just put a little note in there that if I get the IRS lien discounted, that his loan is going to reduce by that same amount. That makes sense, Andrew?
Absolutely.
Just a little paragraph, just a little line right in the note.
That's a money-making line. I like
Yeah.
that.
Anyway, I love it when these things are all screwed up with liens on them.
Just so you know,
I can
Ron,
buy 'em. Yeah.
I just checked the our property lien or the foreclosure website. It does have withdrawn.
Oh, it does?
Yes,
pulled it
so
out.
He did
he
bail
did pull it out.
So he did bail it out. Okay, good. Now, as far as the HOA goes, I'm going to negotiate with them. If I have to, we'd sue them. You know,
Now,
sue them. The whole thing is a settlement. Pay them about half of what they think they're owed.
are you in mentoring yet, Brandon?
No, I'm actually talking to Thomas. Thomas Payne, one of your guys, about getting into the program.
Well, crap. I thought you had a mentor. I thought you were his mentor. All right. You don't want to try to pull this one off without a mentor, Brandon. I tell you.
No. That's that's definitely why I'm getting into the program.
Why don't you get in? Andrew, you got any room?
You have to ask Dolores.
I think you got a pretty good chunk of folks right now. Anyway, if I were you, I'd get in mentoring, sir, because it might cost you a ton of money here. Let's find out how much. Despite all of this, you're going to be buying it for $550, right? Give or
Yes.
take? Okay. But you say it's worth $750. Where'd that number come from?
That is comps I did in the area, actually using what I learned at the Quick Start Real Estate School.
Do you trust those comps?
Yes, actually one of the comps was right down the street, sold for $750.
Okay. Same size house?
Yes,
Okay.
I think it was slightly
And
larger, but
does this house need any repairs?
he says it does not. We actually have an appointment to see it on Saturday at 11 a.m.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yep.
So you need a mentor before you go into this house, though, sir. That mentor needs to be on the phone with you. I don't even know if we can get you one by Saturday.
If he signs
I
up, Ron, and you just confirm it with me, I'll be happy to make myself available for the deal meeting.
Okay. All right.
This is an exciting
Today's
area.
Thursday. Yeah, it's right in your city too. I mean, you're the obvious mentor for him, so we can make that work, Brandon.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, I got to get going here. You're going to lease option this thing. You say it's worth $750. You can probably get about $769.9 out of it easy enough, can't you?
Sure we
If it's
could.
in good shape. All right, man. That is a $100,000 non-refundable option deposit, whether you know it or not, on a grant.
Yeah, I was thinking at least that much.
Okay, so that means that they owe you $670. You only owe him $550 if you get it with nothing down.
Check out that payment, Ron.
Well, look, 120,000 on the back end, less debt reduction, and 100 on the front end. Yep, I think he needs a partner, don't you?
150%.
Yep. Payment is what? I can't read it.
2640.
2640.
There's two mortgages. Yep. 2172 and 470.
What's the association dues?
Let's see.
I don't remember that answer, Ron.
Yeah, we asked him, and I can't remember the answer either.
Well, you got to factor that in.
I want to say it's 2 something a month, but I wouldn't promise that.
And Zillow says it's worth $4,000 a month rent.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, you think that's it's worth at least that. Okay, it's worth at least that, I'm sure. $760,000 house. So let's just put 4,000. Okay, so that's $1,360 a month that you don't deserve or earn, Brandon.
Well, if I don't deserve it, I guess I should take it anyway.
Yeah, okay. You can take it before the committee as to whether you want to keep it or not. Okay. Well, that's a good deal, man. I mean, this is a really good deal. At least it looks like it. So here the cool part about it is when you get ready to pay him off this $550, you're going to discount the crap out of all that crap underneath anyway. And frankly, the minute I take title to it, I'm going to go dispute those HOA fees, and I'm going to have him join me in on the lawsuit if I can't make a deal with him and get that out of here. Cut them down to at least half what they think they're owed, and then if he's got this thing down to $357,000, that's a big gap between that and the $550 I owe him. So there's going to be a big discount here as well. So this thing has just got money easing out of it. All right. Well, you know what to do. You better get on the phone right now if you want him. It's 10 to 4 right now. Okay.
Good job,
right.
Brandon.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Is that the only one you got, Andrew?
Is that all we got? I'm not for sure. I know we got a couple others, but I don't know if they're in the queue for today or not.
I don't see him.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow,
see it.
Ron.
Okay. Well, you just made a great case there why you better have a mentor. That deal would never be pulled off without one.
That's a huge
complicated deal.
opportunity right there for sure. That's
Absolutely.
exciting.
Yeah. Well, you make sure Brandon knows that it will not work without a partner, will you?
I will make sure.
Okay.
You got it, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Ron.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Okay, so do we have our Wolves on here? Oh, this is Ann Brandel.
Hi, Ron.
Hey. Hey. Welcome back. Hey,
How's
there's
it
Ann.
going?
Ann.
How are you, sir?
And we're working on a house.
my baby
No
deal.
kidding. Okay.
Hey, Ron.
Ann is in
before-
our commercial mastermind group, and Ann and I already own 2 properties, and we got another one under contract, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad they're in Indiana. All right.
Hey, Ron, before we talk about that,
Yeah.
I just want to show you. This morning, you were talking to Andrea Warkington. That was the Canadian A, and we
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
have a whole manual here of her testimonials. When we were mentoring that
No kidding.
girl, it
Yeah.
is crazy. She actually had 17 meeting us in October 2009, signed up for the mentoring program with Ron LeGrand and the Wolves. 17 houses she bought, 16 AFS, agreement for sales, and 1 with private money. And she sent me a testimonial check, me and Brian, deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6. I mean, they
No
just
kidding.
kept coming. It's actually a whole manual. That's her.
That's a bit, that's
She's
her
still
right
out there
there.
doing it.
And she's
Yeah.
still out there
Yeah.
doing it. So it works in
Okay.
Canada.
Well, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's when we,
That's cool.
yeah.
We're proud of
All right.
her.
Yeah.
We're
You guys
proud
were
of
at
Ann,
that
too.
2008.
Yes.
Oh, it was
You
crazy.
guys were at that 2008 boot camp, weren't you?
Yes.
We were at
Yeah.
both of
right.
all the Canada stuff.
Okay.
And we had a lot of
Well, I'm running out
Canada
of time here,
mentions,
guys.
too.
So let's get on Ann's deal.
All right.
What's the ARV?
Okay, Action Ann. So the ARV is
130,
$130,000.
asking
100
95, free and clear.
Asking 95, yep.
Needs no repairs. It is vacant. 5-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square feet, 2-car garage. It's a single-family house, no association dues, and the terms are.
Well, we tried for the nothing down. We sure did.
Uh-huh.
As of right now, they want 5,000 down, some moving money.
Okay? And then they want 1,000 a month,
1,000 a month,
And then-
and they're,
and their term is flexible,
yes,
right? All
this
right.
is a good one.
So Ann, do you want
Uh,
this?
I did some research on this, Ron. The guy newly renovated it.
Absolutely.
It's 5 bedrooms. It's on a, good street. It looks like maybe it's worth maybe even more than 130, depending on what you're looking at. But there was a comp down the street that sold for 165, and it's right on the same street. So there is some value
good to
here
know.
for sure. hmm The
So
comp was a little
130 to
bit bigger.
165.
Now,
How
in
much
Zillow, it says it's 2,024 square feet. So that we have
Wow.
another, I don't know, it says here 1,728 square feet, but Zillow says 2,024 square feet. I got
Got a
pictures from
tenant
that.
for 1,200? Got a tenant for
Yes.
1,200?
Yes.
And do you think that's what you're going to get, or do you think you can get more, or what?
I think I
Hear
can
me?
get more than
Yeah.
1,200.
All right.
Can you hear me?
So anyway,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah,
We
can you hear
got room
me?
to negotiate that. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
Can you hear
yeah,
me?
more than 12.
I
Okay,
think we got a delay here, though.
yes.
All right, so I'd work on that price a little, and I would definitely work on that down some. I don't mind giving them some money, but, and honestly, that $1,000 payment's pushing the top. So I'd work on all 3 of these things if I were you. And they're probably gonna take it. So, same old, you're gonna put it on the market on a lease option, right? After you determine
Yes.
what the real value is? Let's say the real
Correct.
value is 160, you're gonna get 179.9 for it, aren't you?
Of course.
Aren't you? What gives you the nerve to
Yes,
raise
sir.
the price of that house so much?
Ron LeGrand said I could.
Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so how much down payment you think you can get?
That's a tough area for down payment, so, I mean, I'd be happy with 30.
15,000, Ann.
Oh.
You're gonna be happy with
Oh, that's
less.
perfect.
All right.
All right.
And of course, you never know, you might get more. So that's 165, they owe you. And if you have to give them 5 down, then that's 90 you owe them, unless you get the price down. So you got a nice back end. A nice back end.
Yes.
However, if you give them 5, you're only getting 10 out of the front, which is okay. And then if you're paying out 1,000, you think you can get that up to 1,500 a month?
Yes.
Lease option tenant buyers pay more. All right. So that's $500 a month cash flow. It ain't gonna make you rich, Ann, but it sure ain't gonna make you any poorer. It's a decent deal.
yeah.
Okay? Just set it and forget it, and forget about it. And the next thing you know,
Amen.
this $90,000 is paid way down, all right? And were you on here when the Wolves bragged about that
Amen.
$160,000 check they get mostly from debt pay down, huh?
165.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're making
Yes, I
money.
did.
so maybe
Yes, I
you can go
was.
get some.
Yeah.
All right.
And
right.
and this,
Hey, and another thing on this, Ron, on Ownerly, they've got a really high price on it. They're saying 152 for collateral analytics. That's one thing to check out. Ownerly is kind of a nice site, guys. Most of you are using Dreams a lot, and Dreams is
Dreams
awesome.
is the best.
But sometimes Trulia and Zillow has this really cool map that I like. So there's some other features that other things have, but Dreams is the number one. So I think there's
Well,
some real residual value in this, and the guy is.
I'm not sure I believe that. I'm not sure I care because honestly, I don't trust anything on Ownerly. They're too far
You just
apart.
need dreams.
Yeah, yeah.
It just screws up. All right, come on. Who's next here? I got to
Ron,
go.
this last one was
Thank
a
you,
video
Ann.
text.
Hey, Ann.
Wait,
Thank
this
We
is
love
a-
Action Ann. We've worked with Ann for so
This-
long,
this
guys,
is a
and
video
she's
text.
done, in the double digits of deals, and so she's done awesome. And I actually made that phone call to that commercial agent on that commercial deal, the very first
Yes.
commercial deal. That's
Yes,
right.
yes,
So,
indeed. Stay
Yeah, so
plugged
it's
into
great
the
to-
system.
Great to
And
see you,
Ann,
Ann.
Well, I got you. You need to go get on Tim Brust, man. I don't even think he's got that property listed yet in the front.
He doesn't, and I texted him again this morning. He's promising me a call tomorrow.
Hey, he better get on the ball because he's this close to getting whacked. All right.
I hear you.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
See you soon, Ann.
Bye, Ann.
Okay,
She's
I
got two.
Do we
Oh,
have
she's
Gino
got
in here
two?
now?
Oh, yeah.
No, you got two more
Wait,
here.
Ann has two?
Ann
No,
has two.
no,
Oh,
Ann
wait.
does not have two. Okay. All
Oh, okay.
right, who we got on here now?
Ann has another one.
Gina?
Gino.
Gino?
Gino.
Okay. Gino and who?
Giovanna.
They're brother sister from Arizona.
Okay, all right. Oh, they're out there where you're at.
Yes.
All right.
Hi.
Well, look
Hey.
at that. Wow, we got a $2.5 million ARV and a 2.1 asking, right?
Yes. And
It's
they're
pretty clear.
flexible. Flexible on the
All right.
2.1, Ron.
Okay.
All right,
And it's
you want to,
vacant,
yeah.
and there's no repairs. 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 7,100 square feet. And it is a house. And I don't see any association dues. And what is this? Is that 6.9 acres?
Yeah,
that's
almost 7
correct.
acres.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
I got some pictures of this, Ron.
All right, well, let's go over to terms first. Guy wants 100 grand down, huh?
As of right now, we just said that was
Okay.
in the range, Ron. Money is not his motivation. I got to tell you one really quick thing about the terms here, Ron. One of the first things the seller said to me when we got on the call was that he does not want cash. He wants to do owner financing. Do not give
No
me a
kidding.
cash offer.
No kidding. I'll tell
Right?
you, in my experience,
That's
people that
correct.
have $2.5 million houses don't need the cash.
Exactly.
All right. So, he wants 6,000 a month and he'll do 10 years.
Yep.
Man, okay, I like this deal already.
The
And,
furniture is included as well, Ron, so it could
No
be a
kidding.
vacation rental, Airbnb type property.
I don't know if I could stand making this a vacation rental and giving it a humongous front end deposit, Brian.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a huge deposit, huge. All right, so, you got an appointment?
Yes. We're
When?
going to go see him Sunday after church. We didn't firm up the time yet. I had a
Are
question
you-
for you on that.
Are you their mentors?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
Well, that's good, because you're right there, you should
Yeah.
be. All right, so, you're gonna work on the
Do you want to see the
down?
pictures? You want
Yeah,
to see
in
the
a minute.
pictures, Ron?
Relax,
Okay.
in a minute.
All right. I just didn't want you to forget.
So you're gonna work on the down payment. Frankly, his monthly payment is very reasonable for a $2.5 million house, if it includes taxes and insurance.
Yes.
And 10 years is okay. Wouldn't hurt to mention it, like to have a little longer, all right? But you're not gonna be in this house that long anyway. All right, show me the pictures.
Okay. This is the gate. It's got a big, it's a huge house on a long driveway.
Is that
It's-
pavers I saw? On the driveway?
It's up on a hill there.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, really nice inside. Look at that.
Very nice. Yeah, well, it should be for that price.
That's right.
Okay, all right. So
So,
what kind
Ron-
of area is this, Brian?
It sits on the National Forest. 5 acres is on the National Forest.
Look at that
So
patio.
it-
That's a porch.
Wow, so it is in
Yeah.
a very nice, upper scale neighborhood, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Well, now here's the other thing. It's not around other houses that are similar to this. And
Yeah.
this is where, you can tell a lot by looking at the map. there's a lot of pictures of this, guys. I could go forever on
Yeah.
this.
I don't
but
wanna
look
go
at this
forever,
now.
can't.
When I go on the map here, you can look and you can hit this lot lines view, which is the third one over. Now, look, it says 2.1 there, and you can see where the lot line is. It's a really big
Huge.
7-acre lot. The house is really big on the front there. And then
Yeah.
over here, it's by these neighborhoods. These houses are expensive. They're, not approaching what
Okay.
this guy's asking for, because this is a
All
different
right,
kind of
so
house.
He's got a very unique property on a lot of
Yes.
land.
Yes.
Which, when I'm thinking about it, would make a great Airbnb.
Yeah.
But again, you got to give up that big front end. I don't have any idea what that thing would go for per night. But you can go on Airbnb.com and see if you can find something even similar to it. I mean, that thing probably go for $1,000 a night, don't you think?
Yeah, it's near this golf course over here too.
Even
and so,
better.
really nice area.
But I'm thinking about the park where people can go hiking and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
love
right on the national park.
Can they camp in that park?
the National Forest. Yeah, there's
Oh, yeah.
camping.
Yeah. So anyway, I love the
Yeah,
house.
great. Yes.
And so well, let's get these terms right. And then what are we going to do with it? Well, the answer is we got to treat it as if you're going to put a single tenant buyer in it. So let's treat it that way. You think it's
Right.
worth 2.5 million,
Yes.
right? Give me my screen back. So
It's one of those ones that's hard to comp on because there isn't a lot like that. But
okay.
yeah.
Well, I hear you. So Gino, what do we do with a house where we can't determine the value by comps?
What do we do with it? Well,
Yeah. How do we figure out what it's worth?
we pull the comps. We go on either,
We couldn't find the comps.
well, then we expand, similar square footage. So we have to expand our range within 1 mile, and we have to go out further. No?
Not on this price house, sir.
Well,
Okay.
this is
you're
the
gonna do?
first one for us, so you
Well,
tell
then let's
us.
do it right. Fortunately, you got these two working for you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
And then when you want a partner, they're going to bring it to me. So you got all of it working for you. Okay.
Right.
Now listen, here's what you do. You're going to put it under
Okay.
contract, and then you're going to get it appraised. And then we'll know where we're at. Let the appraiser do all that work. For,
Okay.
it probably costs $1,000 to appraise this thing, so who cares? Now we'll know where we're at. And so if it appraises for what we think, great, but if it doesn't, we're going to have to go back and reduce the price some from the seller. So, Brian, Lynette, I think you need to get this down to about 1.9 right away,
Yeah.
and then see what you can do about that down payment. And honestly, the rest of it, I'm okay with it. And then remember, we put it under contract, we're at no risk, guys. Okay, we got time to close it, and we go do our due diligence, and we find out the real facts, and then we close on it accordingly. And good thing about it is, we don't have to go to no bank to raise money and all that crap. It's going to be a down payment, owner financing. And the Wolves are going to put up the down payment, so you don't need to worry about it.
Yep.
All right, but look at the back end on this thing. Holy moly. You can lease option it out, but if you can get this thing for 1.9 and it truly is worth 2.5, I'd put this sucker on the market and let a realtor sell it and get the cash and run. If it was me,
Yep.
that's
Definitely.
one option, all right? But you can also put it on the market for a lease purchase for $1 million or $2,599,000, which is exactly what you had in mind, wasn't it?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, and I'm telling you, no way I give anybody the keys with less than $500,000 down.
That's right.
Actually, that's 20%. No, not that much. 250,000 down.
Even there.
Wait.
They
I was
need
getting- I was getting excited.
20%. They need 20% to go to the bank. But you'd be okay with 250, wouldn't you?
It'll do.
Even if you have to give them 100? That still works, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You got 6,000 going out. I'm telling you right now, payment's going to be a lot higher than that if they go to the bank and get a loan.
Right.
Because that's
Yeah.
PITI.
That's correct.
So that's the kind of house ought to get at least 10 grand a month, don't you think, Brian?
Oh, maybe 9. $89.99.
All right.
Nine.
Well, my wild guess is as good as your wild guess, so.
10.
Anyway,
All right.
it's several $1,000s a month positive cash flow. Guys, this is the
Yeah.
kind of deals where you need to focus on, right here. You don't need to do but one of these a month.
Right.
Correct.
You know, while Ann is out here messing around with this thing, okay, you're going to be getting more down than her house is worth. So the more dollars you waller in, the more stick to you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ann. Okay.
Oh, the no.
We're proud
get
of
to
these
this one.
guys. They just signed up for the mentoring
Perfect.
program, and they are doing
All right.
spectacular.
Great
Well, I
job,
want to
guys.
hear how this deal works now. I want to
Yes.
see this deal work. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, well, I got to let
Definitely.
you guys go. I got one
Thank
more I
you,
got to get
guys.
done here.
Thanks, Wolf.
We
Thank
have a
you.
great team, that's
That's
why.
right.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay.
That's right.
All right.
All right, I got Joey Morales here. We got him?
Joey.
Hey, Joey. All right,
Here you
Hello.
are.
very
Joey.
quickly, you're in Apollo,
How you
Building.
doing?
It's not very far from me. They're asking 385, it's worth 450. I like that. Where'd the
Yep.
450 come from?
Brian did the comps.
Yeah.
Okay,
By the way, Ron,
And
this was a no. This was a no. Turn to yes.
yeah, okay, that's good. And they want 2,000 a month, PITI, which ain't bad on a $500,000 house. But it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,570 square foot house. It is vacant. I don't know if it needs any work or not, because it doesn't say.
No, it doesn't need any work.
Yeah.
Okay, but down here it says it's on the water, and it's got a dock that needs some work. Have you seen the house?
Yeah, you want to see
You
the
want to see the
pictures?
pictures?
Yeah, show me the pictures.
That's the front.
It's got
It's a-
pavers, Ron.
It's a corner
The
unit. So.
driveway.
Look
Yeah.
at that driveway. I love it.
Yay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
So it's nice inside. Yeah.
you sure that's 1,500 square feet? That looks a lot bigger than that. That has got to be bigger than 1,500 square feet.
It says 1546.
I don't care what it says.
It looks very nice.
You need to have that checked out.
Okay.
Okay, can you show me
All
the
right.
water?
Yeah, I'm getting to the view. Hopefully that's the unit.
The terms are nothing down, and we're covering their payment, $2,000 a month.
Okay? So
And
you
they're
then
flex-
gotta- All right, so you just
Yeah,
got to
they're
negotiate
flexible.
maybe a lower price
Yep.
and maybe a good long term, and you got it.
Yeah.
All right? So you know what to do with it, don't you, Joey?
I am following
We have an-
directions.
Okay, they're your mentor?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Well, let's do 459.9 and $50,000 down. So they owe you 410, and you owe out 385, assuming you don't get a discount.
But
nothing
they're
wrong with this
flexible.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to get them down. So you keep all the 50, and you got 2,000 going out, and this thing will probably do what? 3,500 a month?
I'd say 3,500, Ron.
Okay, somewhere along in there. That could be $1,500 a month, 50 up front, and decent back end as well. Perfect deal.
Wow.
Now, this is one you could even do an Airbnb if you wanted to, if it's on the water like that. Apollo Beach is a nice place. It's up to you. If you get it under contract,
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
I
And then
wanna
you can
break-
do some research on what it would rent for on Airbnb.
I just want to
Okay.
brag about Joey because he's from the Quick Start and just started the mentoring, and he does everything we tell him to do. He is
Really?
incredible. We give him an order, he does it to the T. He follows up, even though he has a job, a job. I don't know how he does it, but he is like turning in the most leads. He went to 2 deal meetings this past weekend. And he did phenomenal at the deal meetings.
Yep.
Just great at building rapport.
Okay. Very
He
nice.
walked through the house, and then we sat down and did a video conference. So we're proud of you, Joey. You really
Yes.
are. You have the right heart, the right mindset. You know how that guy was talking about mindset on the first day. You have the right mindset.
They
Yes,
must like you,
definitely.
Joey. Okay. By the way, Joey, just so you know, you do
Yes.
not have to dress like them to make money.
No. You don't have to match.
All right, okay, thank you.